News coming in this edition. Salem top police sources say that TVK organizers had allowed more than 7,000 to 8,000 people to enter the venue when the Karur Stampede had happened, whereas the permissible limit was a maximum of 5,000 people. They had even allowed sick people, to enter the venue. In fact, one such case that is under scrutiny, and sources also saying that once the reason for his death is confirmed, we will file an FIR against the organizers. Now, according to police sources, that man who had an angiogram recently and he was a heart patient, he unfortunately died due to dehydration. And remember, this case that is now becoming the biggest talking point months after 41 people lost their lives at the Karur Stampede. Let me take this to my colleague Pramod Madhav, joining us on the broadcast to get further details on this particular case and how this will impact the overall investigation as far as the Karur Stampede is concerned.
So it's very unfortunate that one person has died in this during this particular program, and that, like, even today Vijay was trying to make mock whatever the officials has given us SOP, claiming that instead of standard operating procedure it has become Stalin Operating Procedure. But unfortunately it looks like this could be the reason behind it, because anytime such a kind of like star comes to Tamil Nadu, imagine the kind of like pressure over the police is like really vast and high. Unfortunately, already TVK related issue back in September 27, 41 people had died, and after that a lot of restrictions were provided for specific reasons, and the crowd was controlled. In fact, for Vijay, for so far campaign, it has a lot of constrictions have been given as well. But even after that, now we've been told through sources that the number allowed was 5,000, but the crowd gathered over there was 7,000, which means the actual organizers also have a lot of responsibility in controlling the crowd. However, unfortunately, one person has died. We've been told so far that this could be related to dehydration, and the person had like a medical condition as well. But all details we can only provide after the autopsy is done. The body has been taken to the hospital, and we are waiting for details on it. However, like you exactly mentioned, the police are also waiting for the autopsy report to find out the cause of death, post which they will also take action on this matter. Swesha.
Pramod, continue talking to us, especially of the sort of responses also coming in from the TVK after what happened in Karur, and now one rally after the other, while the political momentum and the campaigns have been picking up. But they certainly need to be answerable to how these rallies are being conducted.
It surely is, Suesha. The important aspect here is that, like, time again, now it has become one of the major kind of points that is being used by both DMK and AIADMK against Vijay, because the important aspect here is that, like, we are calling the people, they are the commoners, they are the ones who hold the vote, so their lives are very, very much valuable, and that needs to be taken care of. Police, on the other hand, very clearly say that they are giving certain, several conditions for this particular reason only, just to make sure not even one life is, lost in any way. But unfortunately, one has happened today. Even though that we've been told that he has pre-medical conditions, he has undergone kind of a certain heart test also, and that he could have died due to dehydration. All the details we can get only after the autopsy report. But the important aspect is that the organizers also have equal responsibility in making sure that the crowd is controlled, the crowd gets water, and also the crowd do not sustain any kind of heat stroke or something like that. All these needs to be taken care of by the organizers as well, because that is their main, that needs to be their main of responsibility when such events are conducted, Suesha.
Oh yes, and Pramod, the last time around during Karur, Vijay had also gone on to say that it was a political conspiracy against him, but TVK certainly needs to be more responsible backup when it comes to organizing such rallies, and lessons learned from Karur, which doesn't seem like the case. In fact, the first TVK reaction that has come in, one person who fainted and unfortunately passed away later. And now we are getting the first TVK reaction to Vijay's rally at Salem, where a death occurred. That response will play out shortly, but before that, the point I was making to you, Pramod, that there should have been lessons learned from Karur.
It surely is, Suesha. The important aspect here is that, like, not just for TVK, but for every other party, considering this is going to be an election season, a lot of crowds are going to gather, and this crowd is going to have children, this crowd is going to have women as well. So everybody is responsible to make sure that, since they are calling the crowd to meet their leaders, they have to make sure that their precious life is not lost in any way. Unfortunately, what's happening here is that, like, be it DMK or AIADMK, they are able to control the crowd, and that is what being used by the police as well for the Karur incident, because almost a week ago in Karur, it was AIADMK AIADMK who held a rally at the same location and nothing happened. But when Vijay came over there, such an unfortunate incident happened. This is what police have been also stating as they gave the permission over there. And I'm pretty sure such kind of queries will be raised on this particular unfortunate issue as well, because today one person's life has been lost. But we are waiting for the autopsy report to get exactly what was the reason behind his death, Suesha.
All right, Pramod, many thanks for getting us those latest details. We don't watch what comes out of this investigation, but fingers once again pointing at Vijay, given the fact that this particular death happened at the rally that was led by him in Salem.